All right, I'm on hole number 9 of the 2020 Winter Major. I'm in the opening round of the rookie division. Let's go check it out. There's 3 holes on this tournament that, with my low-level account, I'm using a Power 5 ball, and this is one of them. You can, if you use a Power 5 ball, you're starting off, your red line's right here. Now, with the Extra Mile 6 that I have, my red line's probably going to be like right in here. And I'm going to let the wind push me out into the fairway. And the wind's blowing in this direction. I'm going to put on 4 topspin. No more than 4. I have Zippo curl. So if you overshoot this shot, the deal is that the far, like if you're trying to get out here to the tip, I'm seeing a lot of people run off into the rough right here. And so it's super important that you don't overshoot that. So actually I may, in this account, let me think about this. I may actually do 3 topspin because I would rather be at, if you're out, like you can get out here. I've seen people as far as 416. You can get farther than that, but 416, 420 is probably like the max. In my upper developed account, I'm 400 is fine because 400 puts me in a sniper range out here, and you can use about 3 backspin, and you can 1 to 3 backspin and go right at the cup. If I'm at 390 with this account, I'm gonna be fine because 390 is here. I want to stay the hell away from that rough. And I don't have any curl, so I don't have enough curl to bring me back in here. And I don't have an APOC. I don't have any of that stuff. I haven't played any Tour 6. I haven't played any Tour 7. So the goal here is not to get too, you want to get out there, but you don't want to get too far out there. And the deal is you have to, you're gambling on I could bring my big dog because I know no matter where I end up out there, I can get up there with my big dog, distance-wise. Viper at 170, you've got to get in the right spot. So the gamble is do I take the thing where I go out there and I just try and secure my eagle? That's what's important on this hole, is to secure your eagle. Or do I set myself up so that I have a better shot at Albie? If I get my drive right, I'd have a better shot at Albie with a Viper than I do with a big dog. And I think the answer to that question is I don't know. I really want to bring my Viper because I'd really like to go for it, but you have got to get in the right spot. Otherwise, you're short, and your big dog you're going to be regretting not bringing that big dog. I'm going to bring my big dog. I'm going to look out at this hole, and then if I like where I end up out there and I feel like I can get into that spot again, I'm going to bring my Viper the next time around. The goal right here is to get an eagle and move along, little doggy. All right, here we go. Here we go. You need to hit this shot perfect. I'm finding with my upper developed account, we're leaving the wind in to push us out there in the fairway, and about 4 miles per hour is fine. But if the wind is higher than 4 miles per hour, I'm going to take some wind out, like in my upper developed account, because they do that to us. They'll like, hey, this is a hole that they're using the wind to put it out there into this spot, and they've got it dialed in. So in the weekend round, like right, I think today we've been like with a power 2 wind ball, it's dropping it down to like 4.4 right there. So we're right there in that neighborhood. And then in the weekend round, they'll give us the biggest wind we've had all week, or they'll give us the smallest wind we've had all week. Usually they'll give us the biggest one we've had all week. So you come out there and you go, yeah, last time we had 4.4, now we got 5.6. So we're golden. Yeah, you're golden into the rough, just like my opponent. Seeing a lot of people hit out there. It would be better to take off topspin and end up in the fairway than it will be to end up in the rough right there. So I have a little bit of a window. I'm only going to put on 3 and a sliver of topspin, because I do not want to end up in that rough. I'm going to come over here to this side, and the wind's going to push me 4.3. So there's 4.8. And I'm going to put on my massive curl. Yeah, that's right. Getting it perfect. And just try and get myself out there. If I'm at 380, I'll be fine. 380, 390, right there in that neighborhood. I want to be short of that rough down there. I don't want to dink around with that. What am I at? 388, 390 right there. That's perfect. I would much rather be right there than in the rough. And you can see where it dives in right here. So that mark where it's diving in right there is about 390. So anything you try and pick up more than 390, you better hope that you're to the right, because the farther you go, the shorter it gets on the left. Now from this distance, now I'm going, man, I should have brought my Viper, because look at where my red line is. My Viper red line would have been about right here. You pull back a little from the red line, see where I can see what the heck's going on. Put just a sliver more backspin on. I would rather be just a little short. 4.2, it's 2.4 per ring. It's 4.8, so I'm going to go about a ring and 2/3. I'll put a little bit of curl just to bring it back to the cup. Hitting it perfect. Let's see if I got the backspin right. That's why I wanted to bring my Viper there, because you get a little bit better ball guide so you can tell. And that was a little bit too much backspin. That backspin was a lot more effective. I know with my sniper, I'm only using like a little bit, like maybe one. I think it really was like 1 or 2 backspin. So I could have came in there with like 1 or 2 backspin, but it's hard to tell when you have no ball guide. These types of little rough bumps like this, these are not rough bumps, but these little fringe chips with lower developed accounts are the shots. I know when I first started playing, at least for like the first month or so, these shots just ate my lunch, just killed me. Next topspin. And then I'm going to go right at it. You hit it perfect. Hitting it 1 ring great to the right. In the hole! Wind did not play a factor. Awesome. Yes, sir. Good game. And I learned how to do that from a guy named Nicholas, who was a master when I had like 300 trophies. He was maxed out trophy player. And back in the day, you could play one-on-one, and I sat there and he taught me how to do that. I watched him play. He bankrupted me, and I learned how to do that, how that topspin worked. And up to that point, I missed those shots all the time. But that Firefly may not have a lot of other stuff, and people go, those numbers suck, but what it has is ball guide and topspin. All right, that was hole number 9. And that is an awesome round with lower developed clubs. So like in my upper developed account, my goal is to shoot a minimum of -28 and try and work from there to try and go for a win. And what I have, as funny as this may sound, the highest scores I typically see during any week are in Ricky. So this is a Ricky account. This account's never been anything but a Ricky. So it plays Ricky. I think right now it's actually, am I a pro right now? Let's see, am I a pro? I am a pro right now, but I'm pro 1, and it's going to drop down this week. I'm going to get relegated because I didn't play it. I'm just playing in the tournament this week, so it'll get relegated. So and the only reason I got the Ricky there is because I was playing Tour 5. I played Tour 5 for 2 hours and maxed out Tour 5 in 2 hours. And just demoing shots for people and showing them the stuff. It's never been anything but Ricky. In my Ricky account, 99, I see the highest scores of the entire week. In my Ricky Masters and my Ricky Expert, the scores are not quite as high, but there's a ton of people up there at the top. So like when we talk about minimum score of minus 20, some people are looking at it as minus 24 being minimum. Some people are looking at it as minus 26. And my odd account, my Ricky Masters account, this minus 24 will be the top. Well, this minus 26 will be like the top 30 people, and minus 24 will go all the way down to like the 92nd person. Really, pretty much anybody in that bracket who didn't shoot a 24 or better didn't play all their holes. There may be one or two people, but everybody's going to shoot a minus 24. So you're not going to come in with a minus 24 or a minus 26 and end up in the top 10. You're going to have to be, and even if you shoot a minus 27 or a minus 28, you could be outside the top 10 because there's just so much people. You have to have tiebreakers. I mean, it is tight at the top. In my 77 account, it'll be very similar, where maybe the top 20, maybe the top 15 have shot a minus 26, and maybe the top 60 or 50 have shot a minus 24. So it's a little bit less. But as far as at the top, I'm expecting to see between minus 28 and minus 30 in those brackets. I could see a minus 32. I mean, if you get unlucky and you just get one of those brackets. But in my Ricky account, this weekend in my 99 account, in its weekend bracket, I have no doubt there'll be somebody that'll shoot a minus 32. It's always the toughest in Ricky. All right, but I did what I needed to do in this account. I couldn't ask for anything more in this account. That was an awesome round. I put myself in position. I picked up a shot. I got eagles on all the par fives, and I picked up the eagle on 7. That is a massive round right there for this account. All right, I will catch you on the back 9. Thanks for watching.